Let's discuss. It's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I'll be checking out a new track from Being as an Ocean. This is a band I haven't covered on the channel at all, but I am familiar with their full discography. I've seen them live very many times. I used to be a very big Being as an Ocean fan, and it's not so much that I don't enjoy their music anymore, it's more with the shift more towards metalcore and deathcore. In my later years, I don't listen to them as much, but early discography from Being as an Ocean, top tier, excellent. So with this release, this song that we'll be checking out today, Lost, I understand there have been some lineup changes. Two original members no longer in the lineup, so I'm not sure if there will be a sound change or anything. I haven't done as much listening to their later music as I have their earlier stuff, but regardless, this came over from Out of Line Music. Big shout out to Out of Line. I always talk about that label when I'm talking about Novelists, 1056, some bigger bands in the scene right now. They do an excellent job of getting stuff over in time for me to make videos, so very much appreciated. All of their socials will also be linked in the description of this video, as well as Being as an Ocean. So with all that being said, I'm going to stop talking. We are going to get straight into Lost by Being as an Ocean.
We're not done! We're not done! It's hard to catch a breath when you live on the run! Dust yourself off, love, it's not your fault! I've been fighting some battles that I thought I'd won! You're not wrong, I'm the one! I'm the only person that I can outrun! Haven't been myself, just as you thought! I know this distance always felt like a loaded gun! Shadow takes across your bedroom wall. Settling in a place that sounds so close. Was there wrong of me to say when I finally took my place? Breathe it in, let me go. I'm right here, you're not alone. Swear I wanna be present, wanna feel your soul. My mind has been absent, you're all I want. Never meant to bring this chill into our world. I'm scared, I ain't proud. Anxiety never turned my lips so cold. I'll do what I have to, don't care what it costs. Spill some blood when I'm cut, I never meant to be lost. I never meant to be lost. I never meant to be lost across your bedroom wall. Settling in a place that sounds so close. Was it wrong of me to stay when it finally took my place? Breathe it in, let me go. I know I've been cold, please don't let me go. No, I've been laying prone, please don't let me go. I never meant to be stoned, please don't let me go. Please don't let me go. Please don't let me go. A shadow danced across your bedroom wall. Settling in a place that sounds so close. Was it wrong of me to stay when it finally took my place? Breathe it in, let me go.
Being as an Ocean, Lost. Let's discuss. So there's a bit of a change in the sound, I feel like I said, I haven't done too much listening to their more recent stuff, but listening to this and knowing they've had member changes, obviously vocals have stayed the same, and I really enjoy them, especially the verses have such a different feel to them, but that chorus definitely has a sound that I've loved through some of my favorite Being as an Ocean choruses, just that amount of emotion in the clean vocals, also the uncleans as well. That's not to say that there aren't emotions in those uncleans, but there are verses I feel like that are more aggressive, and you know, the breakdowns kind of the way, so I'm trying to think of how to word this properly, because the feel that you get in those verses, kind of how they're a bit slower. There are pieces of this, I feel like something that I've noticed with Out of Line and sound changes is like that bit more presence from the bass and stuff slowed down a bit. I don't know it, and again, that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the label. It's just a sound that I feel like because when you think of the sound change with Betraying the Martyrs, with Novelists, and there's just something, they all sound very different, yet there's something that would do well like as a festival together or something like that, just like or like collabing, stuff like that would be really cool to see some Out of Line collabs, because with this, I feel like similar to what I've said with some of the other bands on Out of Line who have had sound changes, it still has the characteristics from Being as an Ocean that I really enjoy. That would be Joel's vocals, the amount of emotion in those, like I was talking about, yet they feel used a bit differently here than some of the discography has them. And given that I do love their older stuff, this has something a bit different about it that adapts a bit more to what I've been listening to currently. Like I was saying in the beginning of this, when I was talking about how I used to listen to more Being as an Ocean, I was talking about how my sound kind of leaned a little bit more towards the core sides of things, and they were more of like the post-hardcore side of things. You know, I did a lot of listening to stuff like that, and I still do to some degree. Just with Being as an Ocean, for some reason I stopped listening to them so much as I used to, and again, it wasn't anything to where I was like, I don't like this anymore. Something changed to where it didn't fit as much into my rotation as usual, but I feel like this will, especially ending, so it ends and you get those fuck drops. That's the second thing I'm filming today that has a good drop like that, and I've been saying that a lot recently on recent videos, so we've been getting a good amount of that, but also the use of heavy also blended in with what I'm talking about, with kind of like that slow, like the verse riff. I would say it varies a little bit, I think, because there's similar in the second half of the song. The verse has a similar feel to it, but it almost was a bit different instrumentally, I think. I'm going to have to listen to this again for sure, but I love that chorus. It definitely, like I said, it has what I'm looking for from Being as an Ocean. Kind of like when it comes to guitar and stuff, nothing that really grabbed my attention straight away, but it worked perfectly with the song. Yeah, I really like this. This will be something I'll revisit. I'd be interested to see what they'll have going on next. So that is Being as an Ocean, Lost. Like I said, they've had some member changes. I think 2 original members are no longer on the lineup, so they've had a couple of member changes. So I will link all of their social media, the link to the video I reacted to, all of Out of Line stuff in the description of this video. Let me know what you thought of this. I think that when it comes to this song, it's really good, but there's something missing from it to make it like excellent for me, but still something that will go on the playlist. So something I'll regularly listen to, and something that makes me excited for what they'll come, because I feel like they're at that sound though, to where you know, the next singles have the potential to have that to where it's like one of my favorite releases. You know, there's like a difference between the stuff I'll revisit a lot like this, I like it a lot, and stuff that has kind of sets itself apart, like that I absolutely love and immediately goes on repeat again and again, but this will certainly be something that I revisit, like, you know, weekly, stuff like that, at least for a while. And right now that's big, because I'm doing so many of these new songs per week, checking them out and stuff, to stay on the rotation. It's hard for me to like umbrella everything I want to listen to like first thing in the morning and stuff like that, so that's more than what it sounds like. Anyway, like I said, all their social media and stuff will be in the description of this video. Along with that, you can also find my Linktree link, which will have my social media, my Discord server invite that I talk about on every video, because it is full of a bunch of my favorite people. It's been a fantastic place to be while spending a bit more time at home than I used to. A lot of great people in there, some of my favorite people. So we have a lot of music related conversation and a lot of conversations also unrelated to music. It's a pretty busy community, so if that is your sort of thing, that will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link. On Instagram, I post all music related stuff, vinyl, merch, sweatshirts, shirts, flags, whatever I have. I do 2 merch posts a week, and then also a chart of what I've listened to the most over the course of the week every Friday. Albums, EPs, singles, whatever I've listened to the most, I will post as well. So if that interests you, my handle on there is Rachel Reacts, just like my YouTube channel, but I will put it up here on the screen for you, as well as having it in that link tree if you have any interest in following me. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.